Great to be here, guys. Super excited. We're from Atlanta, Georgia. And yeah, fired up to be part of incredible Double Diamond. Ganesh and Rekha Shana, you're going to hear them. But we've been here since Wednesday, hanging out, talking to all the leaders. Super excited about the gang, the brotherhood, the team, with Vinny and Dana, Tony and Chetan, Vinita, Chuck and Uma, of course, Ganesh and Rekha. Excited about Raj and Sangeeta, the entire gang, man, the entire executive committee. We've been having great time, guys, right? So I'm going to have Smita share. So she has been on airport longer today, 2 hours on Atlanta runway, 3 hours in Orlando runway. So finally made it to the stage. So here you go. Smita, coming at you.
All right, how's everybody doing? I can't hear you. Okay, so you're whispering now. Got it. Okay. Good to see all of you. Hello, everyone. We are just so excited to be here. What an event already. We feel the buzz. How many of you feel that? Yeah, absolutely. We are just blessed and honored to be here on this stage to share a few things with you, a part of our journey, our heart, because we've been in the business for over 2 decades now. This is our life, this is our mission, this is our purpose, this is what we do, this is what we breathe for. So we are very excited to share something that we are very passionate about. Okay, and all of us, when we get launched in this business, we want to have a team, we want to grow, we want to create an influence and make some money in the business, right? What we have to understand is before all of that, before the money, before the earning, the learning comes. Okay, we have to prepare, we have to be ready. So when it starts getting to form, when the team starts to come around, we know what to do. We are not like deer stuck in front of a headlight where we don't know what to do and how do we lead this organization. So preparation is a very important part. And how do you create that influence? How do you do that? Okay, you have to understand that everybody has 24 hours and we could use it in various ways. Understand that there is no shortcut to success. There is no shortcut to success, and we all have to understand and prepare for that. Many times the enemy is not outside. When we are out there doing appointments, we feel that, oh, there is so much negativity, people ask questions, how do I deal with this? And what I want you to understand, a ship does not sink because of the water outside. It sinks because of damage within the ship. You have to understand that when we are out there building this business, a lot of times it is because we are not ready to handle many things, which is why we fumble. And we have been victims of that. We have felt that and we feel like, well, I'm working so hard. How come my business is not growing? And what's going on? Everybody else is growing. Everybody's moving on. I want to get those 3x6, 615, whatever the goal that you're shooting for. And understand that you have to educate yourself, you have to be prepared so that you know when there is all these so-called mentors, you don't tell them that they're mentors, they just decide to be yours. Okay, the so-called mentors of the world, when they come and tell you, oh, there is so many opportunities out there, don't waste your time in this thing. Oh, how come you're so young? They fooled you into this thing. Rashmi and I, we had just finished our masters, we had 2 IT jobs. We made 6-figure individually when 6-figure was actually good money. Now I don't know how people live on 6-figure income. Okay? When we made that kind of money, they said, oh, they sucked you in. You couldn't figure it out. They said, oh, if you show me those products, even if you give it to me for free, I will not take it. I said, well, don't fool yourself. I'm not giving anything for free here. But you have to understand, they will help you blow $100, $200 in theme park tickets. They will mock you when you buy a ticket here and come here. Because you chose to learn. They're never straight. They're subtle. But they think they're so smart, okay? You have to always say, it's always those little things, those unsaid things. You have to save yourself so that when you are out there building the business, you have your mind protected from all of that. And that comes from being in this environment. And I congratulate you. I applaud you for making the right choice and being here. there is so many things. They'll tell you, I was just thinking that, I know of Amway, it's been around for so many years. I know of so many industries which have been around for so many years. Okay, I know taxi industry has been for so many years, but you be the Uber of the taxi industry. You be the Airbnb of the hotel industry. You redefine the industry. You set your own standards. You have to understand that many times there is so many things that other people do, but nobody has been in the journey that you have been on. So you have your own story, you have your own victories, and your story is special. You're going to hear Jackie and Louis, their story, and what a victory. I can't wait to see them and hear from them again. I've heard from them so many times, but what a victory. They take away every excuse that anybody can possibly give. And that's the story of anybody who chooses to move on. But again, leadership is, it's not a position. It is something that they earned. Any person who you see on the stage today, tomorrow, day after, it is something that they have earned. They have earned the right to hold this mic up here. It is not a title that, somebody is a manager. That is why they get to sit on the seat. Okay? Maxwell talks about this. He talks about levels of leadership. And I love listening to and reading all the books about this because it has helped me to go from an engineer and a sophisticated typewriter to an entrepreneur. It is a big shift. I remember the days when I was excited about end of the year 3% bonus. They said, oh, be happy that you still have a job. I know it's a recession. I'm sure your friends are losing job. And here we can't wait for Amway bonus to show up in next few weeks. Every single year, because you build the business right. So understand that, leadership is in different levels. And I'll talk about how you go through different levels. The first level that he talked, different stages, it talks about, when you're trying to create an influence, the first level is position. Okay, where you have a certain title, and because somebody has a certain job, people listen to them. That does not apply to our environment. Nobody comes here as you become a platinum, you become a whatever pin that you're shooting for. So the next level is permission. Because you love on people, you get to know them, you serve them, you sit with people. People give you the permission to lead them. And that is probably the first level of leadership that we all learn, is when we are starting to form teams, when we have to influence people, the first thing we need to, the most basic thing that all of us need to do is to build that connection, to go and sit in people's homes, understand them, understand what's going on in their lives. And then as a result of that, as a function of that, they know your heart is in the right place, and then they follow you. That's second level of leadership, which is leadership by permission. The third level is production. It's great that you can love on people, but if you cannot produce results, how long are they going to fall for the love? We have to be leaders who not just know what to do, we can show them what to do. And that happens when we can launch, we master the process. That's the next level, where we are not just starting. You start to duplicate what your coach is teaching you to do. You start doing appointments. You start getting results. You start getting launches. You start getting customer orders. You start creating net result. And that's third level of leadership. Many times people think, oh, when I am a producer, then I know automatically the level 2 of leadership, which is a relationship. No, that's not true. Let me give you a classic example. Have you ever been in a meeting where there's a lot of people, but nobody is smiling, they're not having fun. You see that they're not having a good time. That's a classic example of there's a lot of people, but there is no growth, and there is no relationship because there is no gelling thing in the team. And when that happens, again, team does not grow. So having a good mix of both, where you are having that relationship and you are able to create results, you are able to create growth. When both of them come together, when level 2 and level 3 kick in, that's when you experience something that is super sweet. It's called the momentum. You hear the word momentum. What is momentum? How do I create momentum? When there is growth, when there is people getting launched, there is people coming to the next meeting, you have new people coming up. That is when you are riding something called momentum. Okay, and a lot of times, we feel that if I find the right person, if I can just find that right guy, I will be able to create the momentum. Understanding that, leadership is influence, and influence starts with us. Anything that we want to have happen in the team, it has to first start with us. And the fourth level, people development, is reproduction, which means when people are creating leaders, when you are able to create people who are creating results. So these are four levels. And of course, the fifth level is the pinnacle where you create an impact. You are the Mahatma Gandhis of the world. You are the next levels of the world. But these are the levels that we go through in our business. And all of these levels are certain things that we learn by immersing in the education program, the things that we are learning in the business. And today, by the time you are done, I don't care how much of the technicalities that you will get. I will tell you one thing guaranteed, that you will get the belief, you will get the excitement, and you for sure will get the mindset to move on and change and make bigger things happen in your business. With that, I'm done. I want to bring up my hero here. He's my best friend. He brings life to every part. He does everything in class. And I love the fact that, he might be going through a lot. He just knows how to create that vision in front of me. We never talk about the struggles in our life. We always talk about where we are going, not about where we are. And which is why, and it doesn't matter what we are going through, it's a lot easier because I'm married to somebody who creates that positivity in the house. So thank you so much. And here is over to my husband.
Awesome. Great job. Thank you, Nick. So Smita talked about 5 levels of leadership. Of course, Maxwell goes into in-depth detail. You can pick up the book and read it. I want to bring a little bit contextualize it. I want to bring it to the table to have some one-on-one heart conversation. I wish I can walk down and literally sit next to you and have this conversation with you. One of the things Smita talked about is when you move on from position to the permission level, means you allow somebody, because of the relationship you have built, because you sat down with them, have coffee with them, you build that connection with them, they allow you to. Now, how do you create that though? Right? One of the things you want to look at yourself and understand what is your level of engagement. Because when the team starts coming around, as the saying goes, you can sponsor 2, can you keep 2, right? Are you with me? And the leadership comes, the influence will come by first setting an example. How many of you heard that? Set an example. What does that even mean? Right? It comes from level of engagement and intensity of engagement. Right? I mean, you're listening to talks, listening to a podcast, versus you're actually learning from the podcast. Are you with me? Right? Have you gone through the 30, 40 podcast on MG1, MG2s? Or, yeah, I saw a couple of them. Are you with me? Intensity of engagement, we call it smoke of the battle. Is that you can see them from miles, like eyes bloodshot red, haven't slept in days, but you can feel the excitement. Why? They're out there doing it. Are you with me? They're not I had my slip, I had my hair fixed and I walked in, it's not going to happen. Your intensity of engagement, level of engagement, like you're engaged, you're doing everything. Yeah, I'm on the app, man. I'm on the app. Cool. Right? Yeah, how many of you know? I mean, some of you figured it out. If you just log in, it will keep your streak going. Have you figured that out by now? Come on, how many of you figured that out? You don't even have to listen to anything. I logged in, my streak is up. It's like awesome, happy for you. Fired up. That is the worst level of engagement. That's called cheating level of engagement. But the question is, who are you cheating? Are you with me? Right? Intensity of engagement and level of engagement. I want you to drill deeper into that, right? Like in every aspect, whether you listen to podcast, whether you're on an audio book or you're game planning with your business coach, intensity of engagement, right? Is it having general conversation? Or I love those questions, right? Anybody had those questions? Somebody in your downline will call you. So what do you think I need to change? Hairstyle? Maybe the colors? I don't know. The curtains look different. I mean, we can try that. What does that even mean, man? Like that's not engaged conversation. Am I making sense to you? If you're in the process of learning how to do MG1, MG2 versus your process of learning retention, depending on which phase of engagement you are, the intensity comes from the detail of the conversation. Yes or no? Are you with me? I love those. I tell people, if you ask, global questions, you'll get global answers. If you ask very specific questions, you'll get very specific answers. Yes or no? Right? So the intensity of it, one is level, but second is the intensity in that level. Am I making sense? Like I can take a bullet in my hand and throw it. It's not going to hurt you. But same bullet inside a gun, you're done. Am I making sense? So that's intensity. Bullet is same. What changed? The intensity in which the bullet went. Yes or no? So I'm not talking about intensely going after your downline. Like, what do you mean? Why you haven't done? Like, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about your level of engagement, your intensity of engagement with what you are doing in business. Is that clear? Am I making sense to you guys? So when you do that, when people are around you, you open your mouth, you're quoting your podcast you heard from Ganesh, something you heard from Vinny. Man, Tony was talking about that on last podcast. Did you hear? Now they can hear it. You don't need to talk about it. You don't need to tell them to jump on the app. They're already thinking, man, there's 4 talk. My upline told me I haven't heard these guys. Am I making sense? Intensity shows up in a normal being who you are. Are you with me? You don't need to talk about promote products. If you're carrying excess, the bar, when you got hungry and you pulled up the bar from inside a bag or from your backpack, intensity, right? You already thought through the bars are already in the bag. You're not looking for what am I eating. Am I making sense? Intensity of engagement in all level, right? Third things that I talked about is production. There is a term Maxwell uses called GTD, get things done. Everybody loves to follow a performer, yes or no? Right? NASA sent a telescope up into the sky, right? James Webb telescope. How many of you saw that? It was beautiful. The whole package went up in the air and opened up and they became satellite. Now, I was reading about it. I love science. I was reading about it. It seems James Webb telescope had 344 single point failures. What does it mean? It means any one of those points, whether the fold, the crack, the opening, any one of the single point failures would have failed the entire mission. That's how critical mission that one telescope mission was. Think about that, 344 single point failures, right? Okay, we have Satish Reddy here who can tell you reality of that. He works for NASA. But this is me reading from NASA's website, okay? And I started thinking about it. Now, we don't have that many single point failures in Amway, hopefully, thank God. Otherwise, we'll all be miserable. We're done. Are you with me? But we do have fault lines. Fault lines is where things crack. Am I making sense? Earth has fault lines, right? That's where the things crack. That's where the, eventual lava will come out or it can become an earthquake or whatever, right? That's where it cracks. Am I making sense? So these are some of the fault lines you have to, when you're getting into that production zone, you want to change your influence, you got to get things done. You got to create results. Yes or no? Now, when I simplify it, again, we can talk about so many little things. I want to give you a broader analysis of it. Like, this is where my brains, like I said, I tell people coming from a project management, I love the system part of it, right? The MG1 and the MG2 and the process. And sometimes we got so much into it, right? How many of you, understand Tesla is pretty much taking a big chunk of market share on EVs, right? Yes or no? Right? They're all about process. How efficient is the assembly line? How fast is this coming? How fast is the assembly happening? How many people are not doing it? Production is happening. The level of their process is unbelievable. And they're master at it. And that's how they got the production going so fast and so much, because they're heavily process focused as far as production. But the thing you got to understand is they never take their eye out of where the production needs to be, right? The Tesla 3 has to come. The Cybertruck has to come. Am I making sense? The Tesla trucks have to. So the final product, sometimes I see people so much getting into the process, they forget the product. Like, the assembly is going really good. I tightened that. For 6 months, they're having MG1 huddle with downlines. How much huddle, man? Like you're tightening that bolt in that one assembly. Thank God you're not running Tesla. You'd be stuck on that one door. I'm tightening this one. It's been 3 months. One of these days, it's going to go perfect tight. You would have crushed that dumb company down to ground by now. Now, listen, don't go to the other extreme. That doesn't mean that is not required. Process is required. It's absolutely required. Otherwise, the efficiency doesn't kick in. The production doesn't happen. But you can't take your eyes off the production. What's the end result? Why on God's green earth did you get into Amway? What is the raison d'etre, the reason of being in Amway? What is it? You heard all these things, right? And somewhere in the process you get in. And then you're like, oh. And then 3 months into it, 6 months into it, you really have to have that vision in front of you all the time. Please do not forget that. One of the things when you hear Luis and Jackie get on the stage, you'll hear them. There is always a mission. There is like, we're talking about families. We're talking about getting people. Like it's constantly happening. And you don't even have to hear them 30 minutes. Like 2 minutes, you hear them like, yeah. This couple, God. Am I making sense? So the influence is getting bigger for them because they're able to help other people create the results. Getting things done, yes or no? Am I making sense? There is new platinums. Means things are getting done, yes or no? It's not 6 months, I'm still doing play huddle on how to drop the message. Just drop the damn thing. Let it explode, man. Something will fall out. Like, I'm serious. Let's talk about fault lines. Number one, networking. You got to master it. I mean, I get it. Come on. Master it. That's your fault line. You got to learn how to launch people. The day you did your own MG1, your own board plan, your own follow-up 1, follow-up 2, and you launched, you are a tiger in Amway, man. You got it. Right? Fault line. Number one, being not able to launch somebody on your own, you want to get that under the belt. Right? And then some of you will get to our level, like our last leg that we launched, I go reverse process. He had already seen the plan 7 times. Somebody had given him my podcast 2 years ago. Still had question, products are expensive. If you come to my level, you stop answering questions. I'm like, I don't have patience to answer questions. Like some of you prepare them, get them ready. I'm on the other side. Why do you want to get in? Like, I'm like reverse. I don't want you to get in. Like, why would you want to get in? Like, not that I need a leg. You know what I'm saying? Like, you sure you want to do it? But listen, don't worry about it. Here's 2 more podcasts. The process went on for 2.5 months before launch. Like, it went on because I'm not in a hurry. So that's not what I'm talking about. But, you'll eventually get to the stage when you don't need it, right? Am I making sense? Fault line number 1, get networking under your belt. Whatever level you are in, master that MG1, MG2, board plan 1, board plan 2, whatever you got to do. Go to get it. Come on, get it under the belt. Shouldn't take you 6 months, 9 months. Come on, people are getting Harvard MBAs in 11 months and you're taking learning process 2 years. Come on. Fault line number 2, creating volume. It cannot be an eternity. Come on, eat your bar, get your drink. Even my Landmore guy who comes to mow land, hey man, 1 time access, 2 time access, now he's a permanent client. Every time he mows lawn, I pay him and then he pays me back by buying access. I'm like, this is awesome. I love it. I'm not beyond anything. Man, he needs access, I give him access. Right? And then he started bringing his wife into the lawn mowing. Smita started giving, now she gets some other orders from her. Like, everybody is a client, man. How do you just keep giving? Order comes back. Don't take eternity. That's a fault line. You got to get to core volume, double core volume. You got to get that done. It has to, day 1 ditto has to kick in. We cannot be eternally talking about these things in team meetings. Yes or no? Here's fault line number 3. You ready? Keep them. Keep them. Every one of you, your first 10 people team you put in, you're going to lose 5, 6, 7 of them. Not that you don't know how to launch them, but your emphasis went too much onto the fault line number 1, where you're not even paying attention to the fault line number 3, which is keeping them, retention. That's when your communication skills, connecting with people, relationships will come into handy. And every single IPO gets frustrated. The first 10 people, the first 50 people, you lose. You put in, you lose. Why? You haven't sharpened your connection, your connectability, your relationship, the ability to keep people. The growth only comes when you add them and keep them. If you add and subtract, you're not growing. Yes or no? Oh, I love it when the 600 PV guys go and put in 9 lakhs. Nothing wrong with that. 5 is going to quit. Probably all 6 are going to quit. Why? No upline can be involved in retaining 6 lakhs for you. Forget it. It's not going to happen. You all know that. Right? They can probably involve in 1 leg, 2 leg for you. You got to get into developing your retention skills. So when you put in a leg, you keep the dang leg. Now, Nobody can keep all the legs they sponsor. None of us keep everybody you sponsor. We all have that. It's going to happen. It's part of the journey, right? You want to keep 6 partner earning legs, you got to sponsor at least 12. You know how it goes. It's part of the journey. But you don't want to sponsor 20 or 40 to keep 6. Am I making sense? Are you with me? So you got to mentally understand that it is a fault line. Means you're going to lose teams if you don't focus and pay attention to, come on, you've heard the talk, pay attention to retention. Some of you haven't heard the talk yet. What are you doing on the app? I don't know. You should be able to quote, guys, come on. Break this thing down. It has to become a science in your head. The component of, the business component of it, the science component has to be broken down, has to be understood. It shouldn't take you that long. Then the art component of the skills, the people skills, the communication skills, that is you're going to develop through time by observing, by implementing what you read and all of that. Is that okay? Does that make sense? Retention. And here's your fault line number 4. Ready? Sponsoring people for them. Are you with me? It takes an entirely different skill set to be able to go sit down with somebody else, get access to their A/B list, build them up to a level, put them through 30, 60, 90-day core run, build them up to a level where you are able to launch somebody from their A and B list. And you understand the 4th fault line where it can crack it. For a lot of you probably got the first 3 cracks down. You patched it up, it can never crack there, but you're cracking at number 4. Average platinum, listen to me very carefully, is 4 deep in legs. And they're always wondering when will they go emerald or diamond or ruby. Because the 4 is not going to 6, is not going to 8, is not going to 12. Because why? By the time it's 4, mentally, their layer 3 is trying to help layer 4. They are not the one helping anymore. Giving up depth too soon. I think we heard that yesterday also. Giving up, delegating depth too soon. I have a saying in our team, take a shotgun and shoot your own foot. It will pain you one time. You delegate depth, it's going to pain you every month, every year. Every year it's like, this is it, man. I'm going ruby. This leg is going to go 4,000. It's going to come back to 7,500. Everything was done, man. We broke it out. I had everything. Came back to 20. What happened? Last month, Ditto went up by 400. This month, it down by 300. What happened? Some of you it's aching right now, isn't it? When I'm saying these words, it's hurting, right? You're like, how did he know? I've been there myself. Don't worry about it. The pain is the best teacher, isn't it? Self-inflicted pain. I've inflicted it on myself many, many times. And many a time, middle of the night, me and Smita will sit down and we'll bang our own head. Come on, we're not deep enough. This month is going to go 4,000. We're going to get ruby done. I know you're smiling, but it's hurting. The pain of it. No, this year, upline promise. We did 20 process appointment in there. I know. We did 400 in there. I know. Where? Was it the 6th layer deep? Was it the 8th layer deep? Where did you do those appointments? Strategy, as the business progresses, is not talking about number of legs. Strategy is where in the legs are you working? Is the strategy. Am I making sense? Creating success for other people. Production. You'll get attracted to it. Your level of influence in Amway radically changes when you're able to produce results in your teams. Am I making sense to you? People get drawn to you. Why? You're able to create that. Now they want to listen to you. There is 10 recorders on in front of you. Yes or no? Phones are tapped, recording on in front of you. What are you doing? How are you doing it? Right? And of course, bigger influence comes when Smita was talking about people development, right? Building other leaders. And that's an ongoing process, right? My upline is still building me up. Still building me up. And I love it. I want that building because who else am I going to get built up with? I need that. We broke some rubies and sapphires, and 31st August, I sent upline recorded message. Hey man, Ganesh, just want to share some good news with you. Why? Why did I send it? I need some uplifting, I know he's going to say, man, good job. I know, I still need it. I still need it. I still need a little bit, You get beaten up by every downline. And this guy, and then upline, build me a little bit, please. You're like that guy looking for that. I know he's going to say it. Yeah. And some of your downline are coming for that and you're not giving it to them. No, they know you're going to say it. The same thing they're going to say. Still say it. Man, I love you. Proud of you, buddy. Just say it. Just open your mouth. Say it. Can you all say it? Love you, buddy. Can you all say that? Yeah, love you, bud. Yeah, proud of you. For what? And I'm going to wrap it up with, I got 5 minutes. I'm going to wrap it up this. And I don't want to get into this theological, philosophical discussions, but I want you to understand that for us, it's a deeper belief of who we are and what we stand for is what makes us believe in other people. And it's extremely important that you understand that. Right? We all get into Amway running from something, yes or no? Right? We all get into Amway. Like, I don't want to get, I don't want debt and I don't want to be working 8 to 5. There's something you're running from, right? You're like, I want like better life, right? At some point, you want to start running to something. Means it has to become a vision-driven, a goal-driven. What are you running to? If I wake you up today, hey, you've been in Amway 15 years, 10 years, 2 years, what are you running to? What is it you're trying to accomplish? Until you start becoming, like when you get into Amway, it's like, how long? When will I go? When will I go? Like they said 5 years, it's been 2 years. When am I going? At some point, it's going to switch into, how much have I grown? How much have I grown? How much have I grown this year? Am I making sense? Are you with me? But at some point, you need to have that deeper understanding. When we tell people we believe in you, we mean it. We believe. Why do we believe in somebody? Because you're unique. You're special. Am I making sense? You're unique. You have a unique fingerprint nobody else in the entire universe has. Nobody will have, even after you're dead. 100 years from today, they'll scan the fingerprint. Oh, this guy who was alive 100 years ago. You have a unique retina scan nobody in the world has. You have a DNA which your mom doesn't have it, your dad doesn't have it, your kids don't have it. That's your DNA. Very unique. You can't be that unique and not be special. Are you with me? Am I making sense? But the minute you have disbelief that you don't believe in yourself means you're disrespecting the fact that you're unique. And you're telling yourself, no, I'm unique, but I'm not. But I still don't believe. How can you not believe? Us believing in others comes from the deeper belief what we believe in ourselves. Am I making sense? Are you with me? I'm staying scientific. Like I said, I'd love to have an hour discussion on theological, philosophical angles and on all of this, but basics, can you get that? Why do we believe in somebody? The upline will answer, man, we believe in you. Like, you don't even know me, man. You just met me 2 minutes ago. What do you believe in me for? Because we believe in you. We believe in the human spirit within you. The embodiment, the physical embodiment of who you are has this human spirit within you, and that's who we believe in. I don't care what your skin color is, what your hair color is, or you have hair or don't have hair. Doesn't matter. Some people have hair and they're clean cutting it. I saw a bunch of people that it's okay. Doesn't matter. We believe in you. Why you? Because it's you. You're unique. You're special. You can't disbelieve in yourself when you're that special created. Come on. That's contradicting. I mean, I understand the dichotomy, but that's contradiction. That's not even dichotomy. That's contradiction of your own existence. Are you with me? Right? So, I want you to know, from both me and Smita, we love you, that we're with you in a journey, and we can't wait to have you on the stage, whether it's 2024, it's 2025, it's 2026. As you see Luis and Jackie this weekend, I want you to visualize yourself. My name tag is going to get on the statue. Statue right there, by the way. Make sure you take a picture this weekend. Stand right there, because it's going to be yours. It's going to be a name. Your name tag is going to get on it. We love you. We believe in you. Have a great weekend.